belt Adrian. This ceremony dates back to Japan's Asaka period, 719 AD, and it was founded at the Zuka Kongfu Temple. First, we're going to start by placing 4 students to represent the 4 dragons guarding the 4 cosmic directions. The dragons that are the 4 guardians of the 4 compass directions are as followed. Vladimir, please stand. He is representing Goju Ashin. He's the Dragon King of the North Sea. We next call up Hansen. Hansen is representing Goku, the Dragon King of the East Sea. Next up is Albert. He'll be representing Gokhan, the Dragon King of the South Sea. We now call up Mo. He is representing Iran, the Dragon King of the West Sea. We are now going to place 4 more students to represent the 4 cosmic directions, or better known as the 4 celestial emblems. These 4 celestial emblems date back to the 2nd century and were introduced to Japan in the 7th century AD. We now call forth Brandon. Brandon will stand at the North Circle and is representing the black tortoise of the North, which also represents winter and the element of water. We now call forth Junji. Junji will stand at the east of the circle, representing the Azure dragon, which represents the spring, and it also represents the elements of air, earth, and wood. We now call forth Isabella. Isabella will stand at the south of the circle and is representing the phoenix, red bird of the south. Representing summer, Isabella also represents the element of fire. We now call forth Trinity. She will stand at the west of the circle and is represented by the white tiger of the west, also representing the fall, which also represents the element of the wind. With all 4 dragons in place, guarding the 4 cosmic directions, and our 4 celestial emblems in place, we are now ready to form our sacred inner circle. We now ask that everyone please come up and complete our circle.
Parents, if you can, come up, take in the spots that are available. Don't worry about your shoes. Leave your shoes on, just stay on the end, please. Perfect, I need one more.
Come on, jump in.
Perfect.
Everybody should jump in. Stand
Yeah.
next to Vladimir, next to Hansen. Fill in the space by Hansen.
Perfect, perfect, perfect. You guys over there. Good. You guys come over here.
Now begin holding his sword in his powerful hands outstretched. He will start by the student representing the East Gate, who is the Azure dragon. He will then point his sword to the floor and starting from the East Gate, walk clockwise around the circle, beginning and ending at the East Gate. The significance of this is that Sensei George is completing and enclosing the circle with great flames coming forth from his mighty sword. Dragons are considered just and the bringers of good wealth and good fortune. Once Sensei George completed his mighty sword, we declare by dragon power this circle is sealed. We now call forth Adrian. The student is being escorted in by a geisha. The geisha girl is being represented by Olga. The student joining our inner circle is being guided by the geisha and will stop before entering the east gate. The significance of the geisha accompanying the potential students to the east gate is that the word geisha consists of two Japanese characters meaning art and person. The student entering the inner circle is representing the most impeccable form of Japanese art. The geisha will now escort the potential black belt students and will walk and stop at the east gate. Before entering the gates, Sensei George will ask,
Who stands before my gate?
It is I, Adrian,
And why do you stand before the gate?
to gain entry into the inner circle.
Is there anybody here amongst us that would object to Adrian entering the inner circle? Speak now or forever hold your peace.
the students representing the east gate will open their circle like a hinge, letting the students and the geisha girl inside, and close the circle immediately. Adrian is then assisted by the geisha, who helps him put on his gi. At this time, Sensei George will award Adrian with his black belt.
Guys, before we award Adrian with his black belt, there is a burden of carrying the black belt, and this represents Adrian always understanding what the burden of the black belt is.
So gentle, Sensei James.
Okay, James, enough.
Welts. Tears. It's a Sensei Matthew, that's us. Us. The geisha girl will go directly to the center of the inner circle with her eyes down. As our black belt student Adrian is in the inner circle, he will stand in the center with the geisha girl. They must now walk around the inside of the circle in a clockwise direction, starting always at the east gate. And the significance of this is that the student is collecting good fortune and energy by passing all the gates one at a time, stopping and touching all the people that are here for him. He'll stop fully once he passes the east gate. The student has now become a member of our sacred inner circle. Congratulations, Adrian. Our inner circle is a place where our hearts and minds can meet and share in the empowerment of living a full life which we have strived for. We are friends, but above all, we are family. Our inner circle binds us together in brotherhood and sisterhood, and it keeps us and nurtures us with truth and wisdom as we all continue to grow on our journey. Sensei George will now take the sword and cut across the boundary lines of the ceremony, starting at the east gate. Going through all the gates, by doing this, we are telling the dragons of the north, south, east, and west to please go in peace and return in their ritual hour. Many blessings for all. Us. Sensei George now awards our black belt student Adrian his sword. Congratulations.
Okay, guys. Dojo Kun!
Dojo Kun!
To seek perfection of character.
Seek perfection of character!
To be sincere and honest.
To be sincere and honest!
To show strong spirit.
To show strong spirit!
What's the next one, Adrian?
Practice courtesy.
To practice courtesy.
To practice courtesy!
And to control bad temper.
And to control bad temper!
Courtesy.
Us.
Welcome our newest black belt, Adrian. We want to thank everyone for being here. We're going to have a little something afterwards. Please feel free to hang around. Okay? Thank you guys. You guys can all relax.